Hello, it is November 1st. So I am going to do a project goal check-in for the month of November. And we're going to do this one in stages called goals. I guess, not goals. How am I going to? Basically, ones that I'm confident I can finish and ones that will be stretches to finish. So let's do that. The first one I am confident that I must finish this month is this one, which is the Daisy Dream Bomber by Lovely by Lee. I have gone completely rogue on the construction of the sleeve. So I finished, I finished the majority of the sweater. I finished the body. I've put the button band on. Looks pretty rad. And I was supposed to knit this sleeve in the round garter stitch. So it's knitting one round, purling one round. I did that for 6 rows and was like, absolutely not. I am absolutely not doing that. This is taking forever. This is horrible. So I'm knitting the sleeve flat and then I'm going to attach it. And I'm having a much better experience doing that. It's still taking me a decent amount of time, but I've gotten pretty far. So the way I did this was I picked up the stitches like I was going to knit in the round for like 3 rounds, and then now I'm knitting flat and I'm going to seam this sucker together. So it's going a lot better. I still have the other sleeve to do and the ends to weave in, and then I'm done with this pattern. It's taken me a very long time. It's never taken me this long to make something that I've been consistently knitting on. I don't know what it is. I truly don't know what it is, but it's been taking me a very long time. The yarn is Breakfast at Tiffany's, and the dyer, I can't remember. I have the tag, but I appear to have misplaced it. So this is my definitely must finish this month pattern. I also definitely must finish. I'm going to be using this, which is Fashion Cotton Light and Long Tweed DK. It's 47% cotton, 43% acrylic, 7% polyamide, and 3% viscose. It is a test knit for Ruth of Orchard House Editing, which I actually need to get a jump on because it's one sock is due on November 18th, which it's a DK, so I'm confident in myself. So I'm telling myself that I definitely have to start this by Sunday if I haven't finished the other one, because I'm really trying to monogamously knit on the Daisy Dream Bomber. So that's this. It's a lovely pink. The colorway is, oh shoot, it's just a number. So that's not that exciting. So that's for socks. And then I'm supposed to be doing this Knit Killies challenge with my sister, and I'm supposed to be knitting the Belts of Hippolyta. Have I started it? No. Is it supposed to be due? But am I supposed to post by like Friday or Saturday? Yes. But that's okay. We're running a little bit behind on Knit Killies because of Vlogtober. So what I'm going to do for that is I'm knitting a headband. So it's the headband of Hippolyta. And that is 49% cotton, 46% acrylic, and 5% polyester. This is the Lazy Hazy Summer Cotton. And I'm just going to knit a tube. Oh, you know what I could do? I could cheat and crank this, but then it would be kind of too thin for a sock tube, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think it'll be too thin. It'll be too narrow. I don't know. Let's see. I have another cranked tube. Let's see. Is this tube too skinny for a headband? Oh my gosh. It's not. What do we think? This is a sock tube. I'm wearing a sock tube on my head. Is this sock tube too skinny for a headband? I'm going with no. Is that cheating? Or is that working smart, not hard? Thoughts? What do we think? Okay, let me see if I can find a better sock tube that is less. Let's see. This one's brighter. Let's see. Oh, it does kind of work. it does kind of work. What do we think? It covers my ears. It's double thick. Did I just find a way to game the system on this? This yarn is kind of thick though, so I don't know if it's actually going to go in my sock knitting machine. Maybe that's... Stay tuned for the Knit Killies video to see what I decide. I think I might give it a try tonight and see how that goes. Shayla's going to be all mad because she's like, you used Geraldine for her. Yeah, I know. Okay, so these are not on my goals to finish this month because, let's be real, that ain't gonna happen. So those were 1, 2, 3, and then my last one that I have to do is my November sock swap with my sister, which we are going to make Dragons in the Night, which is by Kay the Crazy Sock Lady, which maybe is a Harry Potter one. So I'm gonna open this so you can see what colorways I got. Live unbagging. Ooh, I got this lovely pink mini skein. It's deeper. It's deeper than it's reading lighter than it is, so it's deeper in person. And then I got, ooh, I feel like I know this yarn. I think this is her flannel. I think this is the extra of her flannel that she used to make her, that's by Earl Grey Fiber Company, that she used to make her something cozy, I think. So isn't this really autumnal? So this is great. So these are my 4. I have to make these. That's the goal. Like, have to make these. We're doing it. We're committing to it. Yeah. Then I have some stretch projects that I want to do. My stretch projects that I want to do are over here. Stand by. I want to finish, and by finish I mean start. I wish to start my Pick sweater by Knit Sisu, and I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to do like a bulky weight for the cuffs, not cuffs, ribbing, and then I'm going to hold this double for the body of the sweater. This is like about a pound of giant big twist thingy. This is Whimsical Colors Silky Mohair 50 Raspberry, 72% kid mohair, 28% silk. It's very light. Lovely. I got it from Fillory on sale. And this is by Maker's Haven. I got it in one of her book boxes. So this is my stretch to maybe just start. And then I also have my Stephen West Geo Gradient that I'm still on Clue 2 because I haven't really touched it because I've been doing a lot of other stuff on it, which I also need to get a jump on for one of the labors of Knit Killies. I like the Knit Killies challenges, but they are definitely challenges. So we'll see. Those are my project plans. So I have 4 for sure's and 2 kind of goals. And then I also want to work on my Pip and Pin fair weather sweater. So I've got a lot of goals because I want to be wrapped up with everything that I have. Oh shoot, and I want to do my Cozy Memories blanket. Oh, Jiminy Cricket. Oh, nuts. Well, I have a lot of things that I wish to finish and do before the end of November, because for December I feel like I need to be doing like Advent knitting, and I have all these Advent blah blah blah. Oh man. Okay, it's gonna be a thing. Okay, off we go. Gotta film the Knit Killies one. Here we go. Okay, so tonight's goal is to place all 4 of my stitch marker row counter thingies, which means I place them every 10 rows. So the goal is at least 40 rows, or if I do purl bumps, or if I do garter bumps, that's every 20 rows. So we're looking at somewhere between 40 and 80 rows tonight. Can I do it? Let's find out. Got 3 markers placed and are about more than halfway through the headband. Good morning. It is Thursday, November 2nd. and this is my official first day of Vlogsgiving, which I realize is a very poor introduction because it's super dark. But let me do a quick introduction. I'm Gabz, one half of Slip Slip Sis. I do vlogs, record videos with my sister. If you've missed kind of the introduction for us, Shaylee and I just did Vlogtober together, so you can go back and check out. We alternated days what each of us were up to for the month of October. I've continued on for the month of November because it is the only thing that motivates me to go running in the morning, because I can't, I have 2 toddlers and my husband are still sleeping in the house, so I try not to talk loudly in the house. So I have to go out if I want to do a morning check-in. So here I am out on a morning run. So if you're just stumbling upon us, this will be the norm of most vlogs starting in absolute darkness, especially with the time change. Maybe not with the time change, right? Because it gets darker sooner in the evening, so maybe it gets brighter in the morning. So maybe this is one of my last, I don't know. The time change really confuses me. Just do what the time on my phone says and go with it. Anyway, I'm Gabz. My sister and I, we do vlogs, we do podcasts, we do knit challenges sometimes. We are knitters and occasional crocheters and sewists. That's about it. Let's do the knitting check-in. I'm still on sleeve 1 of my Daisy Dream Bomber test. This sweater has taken me so long, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because garter stitch in my head is a shorter stitch than stockinette. I feel like my stockinette is longer than my garter, but maybe I'm wrong. Someone who knows the science of knitting, is this accurate? That garter stitch feels more condensed? Well, I'm still knitting along on it, hopefully trying to finish it. I am about halfway through my belt of Hippolyta, which you can see more about that on our Knit Killies challenges, which hopefully will get posted by the end of the week. And those are kind of the new projects I've been working on. And MCAL update, I have absolutely not touched it in 2.5 weeks. Yeah, my goal is to finish it by Christmas, like Shaylee said. Shaylee's no longer making it, but I think I'm going to still try for Christmas because I really do like it. It's the Daisy Dream Bomber that's taking up so much time for me. And I know that if I put it down, I will not put it back up. And I do not wish to have a languishing whip. Because speaking of languishing whips, my parents cleaned out the closet at my old room. And they brought me this bin. I'm like, what's that? And Shaylee's like, dude, that's your Sophie's Universe. And I was like, oh crap. So I haven't finished it. And Sophie's Universe came out maybe 8 years ago. So I have this bin of unfinished whips that I apparently left at my parents' house. And now it has come back to haunt me. Oh God. So when I have some time, they're currently in my garage. When they have some time, I'm going to sort through them. Most of them are probably going to just be donations on how can I finish this so it becomes donatable, and then kind of just move on with my life, because there was a reason I didn't finish it, right? There was a reason I wasn't motivated to finish it. The problem with the Sophie's Universe blanket, and I know that this was the problem, it's an odd shape right now. It's an octagon. So I have to square it off so I can square it off into a blanket. Yes, but there's that. It also is blocking super weird, so I have to try and block it out because it's got like that. If you've seen or made the Sophie's Universe, it's got like a bulge in the middle, which I guess was super common with the pattern, and you have to get it blocked out. But I just never did that. So stay tuned, probably next weekend, for the ghosts of projects past coming back to get me. Life update. We are starting, we being me, my dad and sister, are doing the Hola Hola challenge, where this year I have to go 50 miles. I think it's around the Hawaiian island of Kauai, but I'm not sure. Dad says
gotta go 50 miles. And I say, okay. Yesterday was November 1st. I did 0 miles because it was my cross train day. Granted, like I walk while I teach, right? Because I like walk back between my classroom. I don't sit down that much while I'm teaching. So I could use those steps, but I'm only going to use those steps if at the end of the month I run short. If I don't run short, I'm not going to worry about it because I don't usually track my miles. I just run. But now I'm tracking them. And last month, my total like step distance, including miles that I ran and just like walking in life, was like 85 miles. So that's plenty of miles if I just use that. And I'm not super great about carrying my phone around with me when I'm at home. Like I set it down and then I run around and do chores for lunch. So I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be okay. Today is preview day for the show that I directed and produced and teach. I'm a drama teacher. We're doing Frankenstein, and today is class preview day. So my students get to show their work to their classmates, and I'm excited because we paired with our ELD, which is our English language learners, to host their exhibit for their Katrinas, sorry, I have a terrible Spanish accent, for Dia de los Muertos. So I was helping my colleagues set them up in the theater, so it's kind of like a combo, mostly because the building that they were supposed to be in got closed because kids got up to shenanigans, so then we had to quickly like find a new location for them. And I was like, you're welcome to use the theater, because we need to keep them safe, right? Because they're like these beautiful sculptures. So it came out pretty cool. I'm excited. We're going to do a people's choice voting so that the kids can vote on each other's work to show each other's like exhibit. It's a contest. And none of my students entered because we were all wrapped up in Frankenstein. So I am one of the judges of the contest. I have to go look at my rubric, but it ended up being really cool. I should be home early, hopefully today. And then Friday night, I have the show. Then Saturday, if you know it, it's a 2-doche. It's a 2-show day. But, you know, it's a spoonerism because you're so tired because you have to do 2 shows in one. It's only me, by the way. If you're concerned that I'm overworking my students, I am not. I have 3 casts, so all the kids only have 1 show. I am the only person that works 3 shows in 24 hours. So I try not to do that to my students. I try to give them breaks where we can. So that's kind of what I'm gearing up for. I have to go running now so I can get some of those miles in because we're all currently at a big goose egg. So I will see you later on.
It's 4:05. I'm sitting in my car after I spent the entire day in the theater. I started previews at 8:30 and I've basically been in the theater except for a 20-minute break the whole day, which isn't that long, right? It's only like, what, from 8 to 4? I don't know, it's probably like 7 hours in the theater. But I'm remembering what it was like when I worked in the theater all the time. And it was so draining to be like a bat in the dark all the time. That it's just like not seeing the sun and not being in a building with windows is really, it makes me way more tired than when I'm teaching. Like I'm teaching inside all day too. But I have windows in my classroom, so I don't know, like I need the sun. Like I feel like I'm a little flower who's like wilting from her lack of sunlight. But it's the same. It's always the same kind of tired. I feel like the same tired of being in the theater all day. I like it. I mean, this is my job, but I forgot. I always forget that I'm like, it's so much. Tomorrow is a very, very long day. Tomorrow I start work at 8:30 and then I teach the whole school day and then we have a show at 7. So tomorrow is probably pushing a 14-hour day, which I am not used to. I don't, some people can do it or do it a lot, but it's a lot for me. I'm not conditioned for it. I used to be able to do it. I used to take class all day in grad school and then be in rehearsals until 10 o'clock at night every day, and I danced and I walked and I was doing the things, and now I'm like, it's 4:05 and I'm tired. But I got a sweet treat for one of my students. She gave me some pan muerte, which was delicious. So I ate that, and then one of my colleagues who thought I didn't eat lunch, but I totally did eat lunch, but I didn't tell her that. She thought I didn't eat lunch, so she got me a tamale. So I'm excited because today is Dia de los Muertos, and we had a Katrina display in the theater as well, so that was really cool. And there were some processions at lunch, and the Folklorico group was dancing, so it was a really cool celebration. It's one of my, like, I like how it's like we get 2 days of celebration on campus, because we do something for Halloween and then we do something for Day of the Dead. So I like 2-part holidays, kind of like Thanksgiving feels like a 2-part holiday to me sometimes, because it's like Thanksgiving and food and then shopping, which is, very American with my consumerism. And then even Christmas sometimes feels like 2-part holidays because it's just long with all the family members. So I like holidays that span multiple days. What do you think? What's your favorite holiday? All right, I will maybe talk to you later, but definitely try and catch some footage. But I gotta go home. I gotta go home and eat my tamale. Hopefully not have to share with my kid. Ooh. Okay, so you're at a super weird angle with my scale very strangely, but I couldn't figure out how to do it and have my hands free. So you're getting the weird angle because I got this lovely package. Chaylee and I purchased Duchess Dino's sock set from Yarnacious. This is her logo, and it sold out so fast. And I was like stressing out because I was like, Chaylee, I was asking her if she wanted to share. So I've obviously not opened it, so stand by for crinkling. So it is this gorgeous, like, pinky and like blue inky. It's called Duchess Dinos. It's on her Salta Fingering 8515, which is our favorite base. And it comes with 2 mini skeins. So I'll ask my sister which one she wants. There's this lovely, like, I want to say sage green, but I know the internet is divided on what sage green is. And this lovely, like, maybe taupe color. It's really pretty. So I will split this with my sister, ask her which one she wants. It's very noisy here. And it sounds like I got, 2 lovely stickers. Almost like she knew there were 2 of us. So each of us will get a Yarnacious Fibers sticker. So we've got that going, which is exciting. I also should tell you that if you watch my last vlog Vlogtober, we're doing a giveaway. It's for these 2 things. Plus I'll throw some goodies in it. This is like a yarn bowl thingamajig. It is Halloween themed. And then this is like a notions pouch. It opens up and put your little notions in it. So this is the giveaway for the Vlogtober day 31. So if you want to try and win these, you can go into that vlog and comment and tell us one of your favorite things from Vlogtober. I am going to go work more on my advent. That's what's right here. My advent calendar for my partner, who is Pearls and Polish on Instagram. So you should check her out. I also think she has a YouTube channel, so check her out too. But that's about it. I think that's it for the night. Maybe some knitting. I'll show you some knitting. Lottie found my yarn guide. I lost it on October 20th, and it was underneath the couch. It must have slipped under, and Lottie and my mom were vacuuming under the couch today, and they found it for me, which shows how long it's been since I vacuumed under the couch. But I found it after I, of course, bought 2 new ones. But it's been found. All right, Lenny's calling. We gotta go. Today's goal is 4 stitch markers, which is an equal of 80 rounds. I have this little ghost, a heart, watermelon, and star. Let's see if I can get all 80 rounds in tonight.